Yes, welcome to Pawful Words again. Another day. This is Pawful Words Secretary. Still our birthday weekend. Went a little drive out, you know. On a journey. So what you got to say for Pawful Words though?
Pawful Words. Well, my encouragement to anybody watching is that be yourself. Just be yourself. The only competition that you need to have, the only person that you need to be competing with at any point in time is yourself. The only person at all. And that's why one of my mantras, one of the things that I live by is simply this. I am my own competition. When I was younger, there were many times when I used to look at other people and wish and wonder and want to be like, I want to do things like, and I didn't realize how uncomfortable I was. I didn't realize how not me I was, and how I was giving other persons control over me and over my life and how I wanted to live and what I wanted to do, just by trying to compete with them. You see, God never put people in our lives for us to compete with them. We're just supposed to learn from people and do the best that we can so that we can become the better versions of ourselves. So don't compete with nobody. Just do you. Do what makes you happy. Even career-wise, there's so many times I've spoken with students, saying to them, you know. So I always tell my girls, even when they're choosing their careers, don't choose what you think your friend want to choose. Don't choose what you think your parents want you to choose. Because at the end of the day, not everybody's going to be a doctor, not everybody's going to be a lawyer, not everybody's going to be a nurse or a teacher. Somebody are going to be in charge of the person who collect the garbage, and that are them passion, and then they're going to do it to the best of their ability. Just do you and be comfortable whatever you choose to do. Be your own competition. So every day try to ensure that you do better today than you did the day before, and the day before that, and the day before that. And that's the only way you can actually grow. So just do you. That's my 2 cents for Pawful Words. That's my 2 cents.
So was the church journey and thing be going for you?
Good. I mean, I've been a Christian for a long time. I have been in 2 steady organizations now, and I have seen myself grow by just being committed to what God has done for me, and try to assist young persons as time goes by. I'm going to be honest, I never used to be like a prayer person, like all that, but I've realized, especially in recent times, how important prayer is, and so I've tried to make it a part of my daily life. Even like driving, sometimes when I'm on the road going to work or anywhere at all, and something comes up in my spirit, whether it is to pray for a friend or an accident almost happened or something, and I just say, you know, God, I just want you to take full control the steering, just do what you need to do. There's a song that I like which says Famous For, I think by Taryn Wells and some other people, and it basically says that in whatever situation that we're going through, we just need to trust that God will do what He's famous for, which is to take us through the fires, walk us through the water, cover us, protect us. Just allow Him to do what He's famous for, which is being God, you know. And in doing that, I have learned to trust Him more. By praying, I've learned to trust Him more, and to just be focused on Him, especially in these times. Just be focused on Him. So my prayer life has increased. It can still get better, but with God all things are possible. So I just trust in Him to help me to be the best person, Christian, friend, sister, potential wife I can be. So yeah, that's it.
It's good. So what are your thoughts on the, you're a guidance counselor. What's your thought on the pandemic and the face-to-face back to school
Oh my gosh, listen.
versus the online?
Alright, so at first I was all for the online because at least I don't have to go into school. I guess because I was just getting tired of the routine, I guess. But because of my job, and my job requires me to have contact with the girls, and I think I work better face to face with students, and especially in times like these, the students need attention. They need somebody to talk to. They need somebody to relate to share their feelings and how things are happening with them. Them need to come back to school, right? So even though I was happy for the online, I really want us to go back face to face. I'm going to ask anybody that is listening and watching, please don't beg, put on a mask so we can just do the right thing, so we can come back to school, so we can get back to school, so that we can for the girls, well, students in general can learn better. I mean, not everybody there are different learners all about the place. Some are visual, auditory, some are kinesthetic. The persons who are kinesthetic are losing out. The persons who are visual, especially for persons who don't know how to use the devices, they're not coping, they're not learning. And for some, home is where they need to escape from, and so they go to school for a breather. And if they're home doing school and they just turn off the device, and then they're with the different relatives or whoever it is that is causing home not to be as safe or as comfortable as it needs to be, it's doing a lot on their mental health. And if I'm not there, or us as guidance counselors, we're not there, we're not at school, we're not seeing them in order to help them or assist them, it's hard. Some persons we haven't even seen from the beginning of the pandemic because they don't have devices, and if they do have devices, they don't have the internet or the Wi-Fi or whatever it is to help them to get online, so we can't get to them. And I mean, parents have to go to work, so they're at home, and all manner of things can happen. We have lost so many girls to this pandemic because of sex, drugs, a lot of things, and pregnancies, and I mean, if they're at school, I'm not saying it would be 100%, but if they're at school, at least it would be a little better, at least we can monitor them as best as we possibly could, with the parents not being there. So many of them have to grow up before it's actually time for them to grow up, and it's hard and it's not fair. So I really, really want us to get back to school so that we can get some semblance of normality, or normalcy, or I don't remember the word. All right, just for us to get things back to normal. Yeah. So I'd really like to go back to school, go back to work.
Yeah. So you take the vaccine already, right?
I did. I took the vaccine for more than one reason. But yes, I did. I took the vaccine.
How long now since you took it?
probably about 3 weeks now, I think.
Okay, cool.
It wasn't bad. I think the second one was a bit better than the first one. I think because of fear of the unknown, I guess, for it being the first one. But I took it because my parents, they have underlying issues, and me being out, having to be the one to go out to work, to get groceries, to be on the road, get stuff done for them, and to come back inside because I live with them. I wanted to make sure that I was at least protected somewhat against this virus. My second reason for getting the vaccine is because I work in the school industry, and I mean, students are going to be one of those who probably don't take much care in protecting themselves as best as they can, and they're coming from different homes and all of that. And I want to be able to go back to school to assist as best as I can with the psychological issues that they may be having, and I want to be protected enough to be able to deal with what I need to deal with and still protect my home.
Yeah. Nice start. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was Pawful Words Secretary. No. Peace out.